Here we are, Meyer Fan Fest, beautiful Munfield. Lots of folks walking around, kibitzing, and enjoying this Spartan game day. And I got to point something out. MSU football on this day, celebrating agriculture. Don't need to tell you how important that industry is to our great state of Michigan. As a matter of fact, WJR, the Blowtorch, we have an agriculture week. Our own Ryan Armani hosting several agriculture-based shows not all that long ago. We're going to take it a step further. We are happy to have with us Stephanie Kempa. Stephanie is Chief Human Resources Officer at Herbruck's Poultry Ranch. How are you, Stephanie?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be on WJR today.
Well, a pleasure to have you here, and because agriculture is so very essential to our state. Let's focus on your industry. Tell us a little bit about Herbruck's.
So Herbruck's is a fourth-generation family egg-laying farm. So we're in Ionia County right down the road. We have additional operations in Pennsylvania and Indiana. And it started as a company that had, in 1958, 6,000 hens. Now we make more than 2.5 billion eggs a year.
Whoa.
So it's really, really grown, and just an amazing company right here in our community.
There's so much to talk about with eggs because I don't know if you've heard, Steph, but they've kind of been in the news of late, and the cost thereof. Is that starting to moderate a little bit?
It is, yeah. I mean, it's still a really valuable protein for the money,
Sure.
even at the higher prices. But, yeah, we're definitely seeing the prices come down as the hens are repopulating.
And Herbruck's has had a pretty lengthy relationship with MSU Athletics, true?
Absolutely. We do a lot of partnerships with MSU, so we're really proud of that. We work with the College of Vet Medicine on things like bird health and nutrition. We work with the diagnostic lab for testing and tracking animal disease. We work with the research, so we're partnered with the MSU Poultry Research Facility. And then we do a lot with the classes. So we do help with the animal science classes and help people prepare for careers in agribusiness.
Sure.
And then we'll do career fairs and things like that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, it just sounds like a natural relationship, truly.
Absolutely.
All the way around, it's a win-win.
Yeah, and we have a lot of alums. So I'm an alum from MSU. Our CEO is. We have a lot here today. So, yeah, very deep partnerships.
And as it turns out, I've been informed that Herbruck's is hiring. Now, what type of individual are you looking for?
We are hiring. One, I would just say, we're a great place to work. So I'll tell you that we've been recognized as one of the best and brightest places in the nation and in West Michigan for the last 3 years, which is amazing. And part of that is because we do have so many different kinds of jobs. So we start with day-old chicks, go all the way through shipping eggs to the store, and you can imagine all the jobs that takes, from mechanical jobs to truck drivers to the people taking care of the hens, processing the eggs, HR, IT, all the different things.
I'm kind of an odd guy, Stephanie, but, take that a step further. I have thought when I've gone to the grocery store to get my dozen eggs, exactly what it took to get those dozen eggs to the grocery store.
It's amazing.
I can only imagine. I mean,
and in one piece.
Well, and yes, not cracked or anything. It's got to be a very interesting process.
It is. It is. There's a lot of technology. You'd be amazed at how complex of a process it is.
You are the largest egg producer in our state. Earlier in our conversation, Stephanie, you mentioned a large number of eggs that your hens are responsible for. Again, eggs, obviously, front page news for a while here because they were very, very expensive. And you say, happily, that the prices are starting to moderate a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of leadership in the industry. It's a really sustainable business. So you think about things like even chicken waste gets converted into a nutrient organic fertilizer. So we use the whole part of the process. I think that sustainability really helps us be competitive. The family's just incredible leaders. The CEO, Greg Herbruck, he's a leader in the poultry industry. Obviously grew up in the industry. He's been recognized by Cranes Grand Rapids, named Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young EY last year, which is just amazing. And just the reach of the eggs, in many fast food restaurants east of the Mississippi, the local grocery stores, Eggland's Best brand.
How far?
We're all over there.
How far do your eggs go? I mean, obviously here in Michigan, but I mean, and you mentioned you got some other plants, if you will, in the nation. Yep. But it sounds as though producing this large volume of eggs that people go through very, very quickly is not an issue.
Yeah, exactly. We use a lot of family farms as well, so Amish farms in Indiana and that sort of thing. So we serve the Midwest and East primarily, but recently we've been sending eggs out to California as well. So,
well, one of the reasons, what was it, about 5-6 months ago, we were told that the reason eggs are so darn expensive is because of bird flu. Now, coming off a pandemic, people hear bird flu, what's this going to affect is going to be on human beings, yada, yada, yada. Was that a critical time? And let me ask you this: are the birds getting better?
yeah, it's a devastating disease for the industry, for sure. And it takes a long time to rebuild when you're affected by
I can only imagine.
It's over a year. It definitely tightens down our biosecurity procedures. We don't let a lot of people onto the farms to try to help protect the hens. And then we're advocating to be able to use vaccines. There's a vaccine available for bird flu that we want to be able to use. We actually export that. We make it in the U.S., export it out to other countries, and we can't use it in the U.S. So we do some lobbying around that as well.
Stephanie, that fascinates me. A vaccine for the birds so they don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. So we use biosecurity to keep the birds healthy, keep everything away from the birds, and take care of them. Very best care makes the very best eggs, so that's our philosophy, is just take care of the birds.
Well, and you're the person to ask this question to, because when all this was going on and the price of eggs was going crazy because of bird flu, some folks were asking the question, well, this is all very interesting, but how come it isn't affecting chicken wings? And I guess there are bird-laying eggs and there are chicken wing eggs, or birds.
That's right.
That's the way it works, right?
That's right. There's a broiler part of the industry and there's the egg layer part of the industry.
Do you have
they're
anything
different birds.
Do you have anything to do with the broiler aspect of it? No.
Nope. We just produce eggs. Just the 2.5 billion a year. That's enough.
You're covering all the bases just with that, Stephanie.
That's right.
But I know that you and Herbruck's very proud for what you contribute to the amazing agriculture business in Michigan.
Yeah, we give back to the community as one of our big values and priorities. So we donate more than 2 million eggs a year to local organizations, food banks, and things like that. We also partner with local schools, so it's really important to us to help develop the next generation of agriculture leaders. Not as many people grow up on farms these days, so agribusiness and agriculture is a really important thing for young people to understand. We'll hold school supply drives, food drives, donate things to local organizations, and then we sponsor events like this one to help bring our community together.
You know, it's so very important when you're a successful company, as Herbruck's is, to give back to the community, and I know you and your amazing staff there are very proud to say you're able to do that.
Absolutely, yeah. We encourage volunteering, definitely try to give back at every possible opportunity.
And I couldn't help but notice after you told me the fine lineage you have with Michigan State University at Herbruck's, your T-shirt, Herbruck's Poultry Ranch, green and white.
Yes, of course.
That's
we wouldn't have anything else.
You know what? It's interesting as we close our conversation, Stephanie. Eggs, one of those things, like pretty much anything. Coffee. We're told, coffee was bad for you. Now they're saying coffee is good for you. Eggs probably falls into that category because there for a while, eggs are not very good, the cholesterol, blah. Now they're saying an egg or two is good for you every day. That's wonderful.
Yeah, years ago there was some confusion about cholesterol, but eggs are such a healthy protein and really affordable for a lot of families too.
Well, and it's a wonderful food. It really is. Who doesn't like an omelet, for crying out loud?
Nature's perfect food.
Well done. We'll close on that,
right.
Stephanie.
Well, go green. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for your time today, Stephanie. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Stephanie Kempa, Chief Human Resources Officer there at Herbruck's. And again, Michigan State football, for all the right reasons, kind of singling out the agriculture industry on this game day Saturday. I look around, and there are a lot of demonstrations going on, a lot of agricultural-based booths for you to maybe educate yourself on how vital that industry is to our wonderful, wonderful state. Anyway, more to come. This is the Auto Owners Insurance Tailgate Show on 760 WJR.